Ali's morning delivery run takes him past the tents, home to Syrian refugees. He stops at each settlement to deliver bread. There are no shops nearby, so people here depend on him. More than anything, they count on his generosity. Because many can't afford to pay for something as basic as this. Ahlam Jassim adds this to her bill. Around 1 million Syrians have sought shelter in Lebanon. Many ended up here in the Bekaa Valley. Ahlam's father Faris brought the family over the border 2 years ago to escape the conflict. Back in Aleppo, they had a farm which sustained them. Life is very different here. High housing costs forced them out of a rented apartment into this tent. But even living like this, the family still struggles to get by in a country far more expensive than their own. The debts are piling up.
من كمان الموزع الخبز وكلهم كويسين يعني لما ما في عندك مصاري بتاخذ بيسجل يوم 2/10 شهر تعطيهن على دفعات والحمد لله ما شاء الله.
The family has to take most essential purchases on credit and owes $300 just for bread. Ali's business is losing money, but he says he wants to help.
تقريبا دكتوري ثلث متمنى تشيلي 30,000 يوميا او 35,000 عم بس بعطيني خبز ما بقدر اعطيني مصاري عشان ما نخلي حدا يكون شوي مأساوي. شو اسمه؟
Some of these refugees may never be able to pay Ali back. This customer hands over a walnut instead of cash. It's all he has to offer. A new Oxfam report has found the majority of Syrian refugees can't cope with the cost of living in Lebanon. Around 3/4 of them are spiralling deeper into debt.
They're really worried about their future. They can't see how it's going to improve anytime soon. They want a decent roof over their heads. They want to be able to feed their children without worrying about the debt. They want to be able to send their children back to school. They want to be able to look after themselves again and have a decent life.
And Syrian refugees are finding it tough to earn more cash. The Jassim sisters help out harvesting the last of the tobacco crop. This seasonal work is almost over for the year, so they're desperate to earn every dollar. Even 11-year-old Tahaway has to join in, though she says she'd rather be at school. Their father doesn't want any of his daughters to work in the fields, but the family needs every pair of hands to help them survive. Wages for this casual labour are low.
ما بعتقد لا انه ماكسيموم بيطلع شيء 3000 يعني انا كشخصي انا اذا بدي يحسب لي الساعه مثلا على 2500 ان مثلا ساعه واحده 2500 يعني انجا بتطلع دولار ونص يمكن.
But the Jassim family has a lucky break. One of the eldest daughters, Hadia, has just found work teaching Syrian refugee children in a charity-run school. It's a low wage of just $200 a month, but it makes her the main breadwinner in the family. Even with this extra income, the family still can't afford to send Hadia's younger siblings to school. Instead, the children improvise in the dust.
فهلا انه مثلا بيشوفوا رفقاتهم بيروحوا وهن ما بيروحوا اكيد رح بيأثر عليهم وكمان بينسوا فحرام انه نحرمهم من هالشيء.
Oxfam's report also found that Syrian refugees fear for their future and worry they won't be able to escape poverty.
السباحة لذيذة ما راح بيصير شيء وخلاص الوضع على حال.
It's not easy living in the camp. It's not surprising that the family says they just want the chance to return to Syria.
بيتي ضيعتي كل شيء.
But as the crisis in their country continues, they have no idea when or if they can ever return.